So on the count. H, D. You gotta go back. You're just going to be back a little bit. So what I want you to do from here, that same feeling is when you go forward or do some movement, there's this dropping feel. It's sort of like a, just relax, relax, relax. Body kind of condenses a little bit, and then you slip. Same thing going that way. Don't just go. One breath. Exhale. Finish. Okay. Time it, breath, alignment, sink, squeeze, big. Okay, make the preparation, go back. Make the preparation inside the movement. So don't go and then go. You're already moving. This leg is already driving. Boom. There's a boom. Boom. And that all has to happen while that's happening. H. Knee. And go back. Okay. Now, at the end of the step, if you're coming up, something's not quite right in the hand. Because you should be anything extending from your huge shin, you should be dropping. If you go here, you're extending up, not forward. So you're moving very power. Extend forward. Now, basic, or beginning, the katas are to show principles, and so you can train these principles on your own. But, so everything's a little bit exaggerated, and that's good, because you want to go from big to small, not small to big. The other thing is we're doing it kind of from an educational standpoint to teach ourselves how's the best way to move, how's the most efficient way to move. But then ultimately, we need to start applying those principles to technique. So if we do a kata this way, which is perfectly fine, that's all good, and that's good for starting, but at some point, it has to be like, I'm going to use a down block and a stepping punch. It's not going to be boom, because he's going to hit you right there. Unless you just totally kick him out. So if, let's say you start with a face punch, so he's coming here, right? So you say, why am I blocking a face punch if I'm doing a down block? Because that's the first move part of the down block. So if I go here, right? So it's the principle. But maybe he is doing a kick. He's going to hit me right there. So if he's doing a kick, I have to get, by the time the kick is finished, the fist better be right behind him. Because if not, he's going to pop. And that would be very dangerous anyway. So I still wouldn't do that kick. Like maybe if he's kicking with that leg, I might do it. If it's not, he's going to pop. And that would be very dangerous anyway. So I still wouldn't do that kick. Like maybe if he's kicking with that leg, I might do it. But, so think of the principle, but also eventually, not just, but, okay. Okay, now I got it. But eventually you've got to get to move. You've got to start stepping faster. Especially stepping punches are really long, drawn-out techniques. One of the most difficult techniques we have, and one of the most vulnerable. Like if we're sparring, the kind of the worst thing I can do is come in and do a stepping punch. And it just takes too long, it's too easy to see, etc. So when you're here, this cannot be, say, don't, and just boom. It takes too long. And again, now here's where you can change the timing of the fist versus the body. Right? So before we were going basic, step and then punch. Now I'm using the drive. Good, right? So this may be a little bit heavy. Because as long as this is driving and moving, I can make impact anywhere from that start to the finish.
Because it only looks like you can't see.
Yes. But it's really like a Yakuzuki in a step. But it's the same principle, really. Right? Because if you're going here, and I'm just doing a Yakuzuki step, bam, bam, or and the timing of when you punch changes, depending on, and that's kind of where now we're getting into the black belt going on. So you're applying the principle, but now you have to be more variable in how you apply it, and timing, etc. But you still got to maintain the correct structure, sequencing of the body, and mechanics of the move. Right? Because if I go here and it wouldn't do any good. It would have no effect. So now I would do that, I would hit him first, and then he would hit me. I need to make sure that when I do hit him, that it actually has an effect. So, in the last unit, so maybe we're going to come back to the Heian Shodan. But what I want you to do now is exaggerate this line work. To work on that, just driving that leg in the out. Then we're also using the hip. So don't change your posture, because now you're just getting into this part of the mass. Okay? So still keep body mass aligned, and then eventually we're going to get to whoa, bam, bam. Then we'll take it back to basic, same feel, bam, bam, and shorter, bam. You're still getting that leg and hip drive, but with shorter arm out, right? So try to keep on on your own, grab a partner, just don't do it against the person, but then just have them again as a partner. So right here. And you don't hit them. You're not trying to work on impact power with your form. To make you have bags as well. Again, short. But still good. Good. Again, short. Good. Short. But still trying to develop the same house. Or it's big and small. So you start out here, you never figure it out. Well, there's most people. Some people don't, but most people don't. You have to go from but don't change stuff in order to do all that. And you still got to keep those same principles. Structure, alignment, connection, everything. Right? So don't sacrifice form for results. Okay? Go. A few minutes and then we'll finish up. Hit them with your hip, hit them with your center. This is great. This is really good. This is great. Awesome. And as long as it's mind is there is for work, if you can keep that feeling of squeezing, so that ultimately you don't really do it. You just have to, right? Like ultimately get this feeling of